everybody. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Claude 3.5. It's so much better than ChatGPT 4.0. Let's take a look at it. First, we're going to go to Claude 3.5. Actually, it's Claude-3.5-Sonnet. It's with anthropic.com. I can put the link in the description for you guys to take a look at. And right when you get in, you can see that there is a little button for you to try on Claude.ai, and it just describes the speed, how much better it is. And then it gets to this point here where it describes to you the comparison between everybody else. Okay, and if we're talking about comparison with ChatGPT 4.0, it, in terms of graduate level reasoning, for instance, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is at 59.4%, while GPT 4.0 is at 53.6%. Okay, and there's other criteria. It compares itself to Llama as well. And as you scroll down, there's a little video for you to take a look at, and then it again scores itself against visual math reasoning, science diagrams, and other criteria, and it compares itself. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is 67.7% when it comes to visual math reasoning, while GPT 4.0 is at 63.8%. Okay, and finally, something that is very different from anyone else is the artifacts. The idea of artifacts is that so that you can actually have your prompt on one side, say for creating code, a game, that's something you can do. And on the right hand side, it will show you the code, and then it can also, you can switch between coding and preview, so you can see how it works. So if you were to ask to create a website, for instance, same idea, okay? It will show you both sides. So that's your Claude, just the introduction for Claude 3.5, okay? Now, when you click on try on Claude.ai, it takes you to this page and actually asks if you want to accept cookies, and then you are supposed to log in, create a login, okay? And this is what I'm going to do next. So once I went through the whole thing, signing in, my date of birth, my email address, and all this stuff, then I get to this screen here where it talks about the policies for Anthropic, which is the company that makes Claude 3.5, and then also Claude may occasionally generate incorrect or misleading information, or produce offensive or biased content, and is not meant to give you advice, and also the last part is may change usage, functionality or policies. So that's the stuff that you gotta go through when you just start it, and then you click on sounds good, let's begin. And there we go, we get started. Now, it can do a lot of things. It really looks very much like the other GPTs. I've already talked about different apps that you can use. But in this case, look at the things that it can do right off the bat. It tells you summarize meeting notes, extract insights from reports. It can even generate interview questions, which is really cool. So if I were to, and I can add content here, okay, I can upload images, which we will do, and I can also generate interview questions. So I'm interested in extract insights from a report, summarize meeting notes. So those are things that it can do. I would like to generate interview questions. So there you go. I'm interview a candidate for a marketing manager position at an e-commerce company. The ideal candidate should have all this. And so it goes on. Your task is to generate. So it tells you how you're going to do your prompt in a way, right? And what it is that you are looking in the candidate so it can generate questions for you. I am going to just press the enter key and let's see what questions it can come up with. And it does come up with very interesting questions, right? It has questions like, how do you foster a culture of innovation and continuous improvement within a marketing team? Can you give me an example of how you have implemented this in your previous roles? So that's one of the questions that it generates, okay? And I could go on and improve on this. Would you like me to elaborate on any of these questions or provide additional context for any of them? I'm good. I have so much to do that I just wanted you guys to see that, yes, you could improve on that. You could choose one and one of the questions, or if you didn't like any of them, ask for it to be more specific about teamwork, for instance. Okay, so ask more questions. I can do this. Ask more questions about teamwork. And let's see what it comes up with. There you go. How do you approach building and leading a diverse marketing team? That's a good question. So those are questions that you can go on and improve and come up with new prompts that you find would be helpful to you. Now, I would like to now ask something else that has nothing to do with anything, which would be, I would like to, for Claude to create. So I click on the Claude on the left hand side here for me to start again, and I would like for Claude to create a poem, create a romantic poem to Canada for Canada Day. Let's see how it does. And there you go. It's really nice. Oh, Canada, my love, from sea to shining sea, your beauty gleams, a tapestry of landscapes in my dreams. Your mountains tall, your prairies wide and free, your maple leaves a symbol of unity. With arms stretched, you welcome all who come, a nation built on kindness, peace, and fun. Your cities buzz with life, your forests sing. In you my heart finds joy in everything. So that's an example of what it came up with. I think it's really cool. That's one thing. The next thing I would like to show you is that it can analyze a picture. And let's see how it does. I'm just going to input a picture here and then we'll see how it does. So I input using the little paperclip that you can see right here. I input this picture here and I ask, what does this picture mean? And it explained to me, this image shows a triangular road warning sign The sign has a red border and depicts a stylized car with wavy lines beneath it. This is a standard traffic sign used to warn drivers of slippery road conditions ahead. And this is exactly what it is. It goes into a little bit more description, but really, this is what it is, right? The next thing I want to do is I would like it to analyze a financial statement from a public company, okay? Let's see how it does. You can see I clicked on Claude, and then I come over here and I click on add content to find the financial statement that I would like to analyze. So next, I asked for it to analyze Ford's financial statement. Basically, I went to Ford website, and I just saying plain and simple found their financial statement. It's right here. Actually, there's a PowerPoint presentation right there. I took this slide and I made a copy of it, a screenshot of it, and now I put it in Claude and to see how it can analyze it for me. And basically, it explains to you what it is. This financial statement provides a comparison of cash flow and balance sheet data for a company, likely Ford Motor Company, given the references to Ford Credit, between the first quarters of 2023 and 2024, as well as balance sheet snapshots for December 31st, 2023 and March 31st, 2024. Here's an analysis of key points. And then he goes on to tell you the whole analysis of it. That talks about the cash net of that decreased significantly from 8.9 billion to 493 billion right here, showing a weaker net cash position, a pension in summary, and it tells you what it is at the very bottom. This statement indicates that the company experienced some financial pressures in Q1 2024 with decreased profitability, increased spending, and a reduction in cash reserves. This company may need focus on improving operational efficiency and cash management in the coming quarters. Isn't this something else? So it really analyzed the whole thing for you. Of course, that was an easy one to analyze. I could have analyzed this myself, but it's super nice to see that it does create a whole text for you to be able to see everything that it's going on there, okay? That was very, very nice. Now, next thing I am going to ask is for it to create an introduction web page for me, okay? And to do that, I clicked on Claude at the top left. I get to this first page, and here it is. I would like to use artifacts. And the idea is for me to create and iterate on documents, right on the page, so you can do it at the same time. We can try it out. Let's see how it does. You see, so it basically tells you what it is, and then you just have to turn it on right here, and it tells you that the settings will apply to further conversation as well. Okay, and there we go. We are gonna get going with artifacts, and I am going to ask for it to create a website for a software training company. Let's see how it goes. And there you go. So this on the right is the artifact that he was talking about. And here you have on the left hand side, it will be able to show you a little bit more once it's done. You see here? And it tells you everything about it. So it describes, I've created a website, and notice here, and it explains to you, for a software training company called Tech Train. Here's a breakdown of key elements, and it tells you everything that it did. And on the right hand side, you can see here that we have code. So you can go between code and preview. And there you are. We have here the home page. We have a page for courses, about us, and contact us. And then you could definitely go to explore our courses, but right now we don't have anything. Okay. So that's pretty easy, and it was very quick, right? So there you go. This is Claude, everybody. It's really nice. The only thing that it doesn't do well is images. So just keep that in mind. But apart from that, it's really, really cool. There's a lot of things that can be done. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And there you have it. I hope you liked it. If you really like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see different apps that I can talk about related to AI, please leave a comment. And finally, if you wouldn't mind, subscribe to this channel, share with your friends. I would really appreciate it. And that concludes my Claude presentation. I'll see you later. Until then, bye.